What's up, guys? Welcome to Remedy Official Vlogs, and I'm here again for another review of an IEM. It's been quite a while, and because Christmas and New Year, you know, everybody's busy with their families, so I'm back. And for today, we have the T3 Plus to review. By the way, if you like my content, please do smash that like button, subscribe if it's something you're into, and click that notification bell to stay updated. I would like to thank you guys for the support on my last review, which is the BQ's Autumn. It reached like 600 or 700 views, and it's really my first time to reach that amount of views, so thank you, and I hope that this video will do better than that. Now let's get into the review. Tada! We have the T3 Plus from TINHIFI. Actually, guys, this is a very special unit for me. This is my first unit that was sent directly from the company, free of charge. You know, it feels like really I'm so fortunate. And I would like to thank Ken of TINHIFI for keeping in touch with me and closing this deal, along with all the process of sending it to me. And of course, I would like to thank a co-reviewer, Adrian Yambao, for pointing me into the right direction. Let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, the outer box is a white one, very simple in design, very clean. The inner box is like grayish one. Okay, so this one, medium size, and on the top is a cover, and it has a cushion, a very soft cushion underneath, and strapped on it is the TINHIFI thank you card and some documents, as you can see. And underneath that is the IEM itself. Right, looks good, right? TINHIFI T3 Plus. IEM itself really looks slick, and actually it reminded me of C Audio Bravery, my #1 IEM for now. So this is how it looks up close, see? And on the base part we have a smoky translucent design on it, where you can see the nozzle. Okay, here's the left pair, I think. Yeah, so it's really good. Okay, this cardboard box, we have all the cable. It's all black, it's very light, it's more on the thin side of things. This is how it looks. So, but it's not bad, you know. It's a 4-core oxygen-free cable, as they stated. Okay, and we have the tips. We have bass tips and vocal tips, and we have a carrying pouch. You know, actually, to be honest, I was looking forward to a more protecting case, you know, that I used to, and I just hope they made it a little more, you know, something to protect your IEM. Just like to state some details on the T3 Plus. Configuration is a 10mm LCP dynamic driver, an impedance of 32 ohms, sensitivity of 103 dB, and a frequency response of 10 Hz to 20 kHz. Now let's go forward to how it sounded to my ears. Let's start with the lows. Okay, the T3 Plus is sub-bass focus. It has a clean, thumpy, punchy bass that I really like. If you are listening to mostly EDM music, you will be satisfied with T3 Plus. But my playlist consists of a lot of mid bass, you know, instead of sub bass. I don't really listen to EDM that much. I listen to more on jazz and fusion and Latin pop, bossa novas, more on acoustic, not less of electronic, and less also on metal music. And one thing that I've noticed is the mid bass is quite pushed back on the T3 Plus. The first hours that I auditioned them, I was like, where the hell is the bassist, you know? Like, I was really kind of turned off. But I listened to this for at least 30 hours of playback, and actually the mid bass started to push through, and it's quite neutral and balanced. But that's the only thing that I could comment on the mid bass. You know, it's somewhat, I just wish there's more of it. Conclusively, the bass here are very clean and still thumpy, and I like it in spite of the lacking in the mid bass section. Mids are very clean here, good texture, not that resolving, and it's not pushed back, but it's not forward either. So I really like it. Yeah, it's nothing to be disappointed. I noticed that compared to my other IEMs, the T3 Plus mids is quite on the thin sound, you know. Unlike the Autumn and the Yuan Li that I own, they're on the thin side, but not thin enough to put a smirk on my face, you know. It's really good texture, although guitar sometimes feels a little bit thin when I'm listening to rock songs, and I'm also the vocals is not that engaging, but it's good, you know. It's nothing to, there's nothing to hate here. Conclusively, mids are still good, very nice, not pushed back. I'm a mid-centric guy, so still the T3 Plus passed with flying colors. Okay, so the trebles here has no sibilance. One of the track that I always test with shoutiness is Hold the Line by Toto, and it really didn't feel shouty at all. It has good treble extension, which treble heads I think will like, but treble sensitive will also, you know, like, because there's no sibilance here. You know, at the first hours of auditioning the T3 Plus, there was some harshness, but after 30 hours of playback, it tamed down. It became a little bit warm. Conclusively, trebles here are very good extension, and it opens some micro details that I'm looking for because of that openness. Now onto the fitting and isolation. So let's try to fit this one. Okay, it's really comfortable. Fit, seal, and comfortability, this is really nice, and I would pick the T3 Plus any day just for its comfortability, you know. And I use it a lot on my live streams with my band and on stage. It never felt fatiguing to wear, and it never fell off my ears, and I even sleep on it. It's really good. So this is the best part, I think, for T3 Plus, aside from the sound. You know, the fitting and the ergonomics and the comfortability is really superb. Now onto some technicalities, which is soundstage and imaging. Soundstage is pretty on the wide side, but not too wide and not too narrow, so I can still feel a sense of width and depth. On imaging, there is a good positioning of the instruments. You know, Fleetwood Mac's guitars, which consists of a lot of elements of guitars on their tracks, and I can feel some guitars on the rightish behind of me, you know, and some guitars really push on the right side or on the left. It's really good imaging. You know, it has a decent technicality, which actually is a really good treat for T3 Plus. Now some comparisons. I hate to break it to you guys, but I don't have the Aria. You know, almost everybody in the community is asking how does this compete to Aria, because this is supposed to be an Aria killer, you know, and sadly I don't have that set, so I cannot compare the two. But I think the T3 Plus is a good set in its own right, so that's it. Sorry guys, no comparisons to Aria. Verdict: T3 Plus is a really good set for me, and for its price point, it's a no-brainer. It's a good buy. You know, if you are starting in the hobby and you want to, you know, change your sound signature from the usual V shape tuning, this is a good one. Balanced, neutral, good technicalities, good soundstage, good imaging, sub bass focus. If you're into EDM, you know, electronic music, this will satisfy. But as I've said a while ago, the mid bass, just for me, you know, my personal preference, the mid bass is quite lacking. Treble heads will be satisfied with the extension above, and surprisingly, treble sensitive will not, you know, be disappointed here too, for it has no shoutiness at all, and no sibilance. And what else? The fitting, you know, it's really good. The fitting, I cannot stress this more, that the fitting is so comfortable. It's very lightweight, ergonomics. It's really good to wear, and it's very light to wear, and it's as if you're wearing nothing. So it's very good. So that's it for the T3 Plus. I think, would I recommend it? Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And there's a lot of debate here that you know, us reviewers, we have different perspective, and I couldn't stress more that your mileage may and most likely will vary. So that's it for the review of the T3 Plus. It's a very recommendable set from me as a musician, and I hope that you find this review very helpful. It's not a buying guide though, so please take this review as a grain of salt. So till the next time, Remedy Official Vlogs, please do subscribe, like this content if you like it, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.